Hello, A Day with Caleb. We are back. This being a Dollar Tree pickups. Full disclosure, we're not in Dollar Tree. Josh went and kind of a shopping day for him. I had stuff here at the homestead to take care of, logging, putting away, getting doubles out, that kind of thing. So I didn't go, but Josh sent me pictures of movies he thought I might have interest in, and I did. So we're going to dive right into what Josh picked me up at Dollar Tree, starting with Mick Max, the director of Amelie and the Sea of Lost Children. Someone said it's a masterpiece. I don't know about that. And this is all in French, I believe. Yeah, French, and the subtitles are English. So, not Josh's style, but for $1, I figured why not. Then Palms, Diane Keaton. I guess they're senior citizen cheerleaders. I'm a sucker for anything Diane Keaton, especially since Father of the Bride Part 1 and 2. Such a great set of films there. And they did a Part 3. Did anybody else know they did Father of the Bride Part 3-ish? Not released to theaters or DVD, but was released on YouTube as kind of like an initiative to some kind of charity. Comment down below. It's like the Children's Hospital or something. So they got together and did, I wouldn't say a full-on movie, more like a short film, but it did bring the whole cast together, and Robert De Niro as the next the father of the son, his son, the groom of their bride, the daughter. If that's not confusing enough, I think Maddie meets someone. So Robert De Niro is her dad, who is, I believe, Haley Steinfeld, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I watched that. But anyway, that's Diane Keaton. Then a new-ish puppet master, the littlest rank. When did this come out? 2018? So, is this the newest Puppet Master? I'm assuming like 9 or 10. I have like an 8-pack, I think, of Puppet Master 1 through 8. So, I did test it. You notice this one is open because the disc was loose. Got a little scratched, kind of jiggling around in there. So I did, I did watch it. You know, not the greatest piece of cinematic history, but it doesn't hold a candle to the first Puppet Master. But it was okay. He didn't have all the toys with him. I think it was just the little guy with the what am I trying to say? The screw kind of hand. But anyway, comment your thoughts on that Puppet Master. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Then this is an upgrade. Corporate Animals. Ed Helms, Demi Moore, and it was okay. Not the best comedy in the world, but it was decent. And then who leads them at the start? I want to say it's like Chris Hemsworth or something funny like that. I cannot remember. That's not going to say, is it? But a good upgrade nonetheless. And, I wasn't the biggest fan of Ed Helms taking, I guess, the reins of The Office. Though, when he's the main storyline of The Office, it kind of got muddled. When he was in the background with all the other characters, he worked as a character, but then once Michael Scott left, I guess they were trying to make Dwight have a spin-off. If you did not know, some of that spin-off pilot made it into one of the last seasons as an episode, kind of in the episode, if you will. So maybe that's why they didn't go full on Dwight as kind of the CEO, even though he was a little bit kind of the big boss. And maybe you could have done someone else. I guess you didn't really want to make him. It's hard to fill Michael's shoes. In other words, they did what 4 people before Ed Helms. So I get it, but it got kind of muddled at the last season or so. It kind of got back, maybe season 8, and then it kind of got back season 9. So anyway, and the Vacation remake was okay, not as good as the original. And fun fact for you, comment down below what movie that's from, but the Vacation kind of reboot slash remake with Ed Helms as the son, who grows up. That roller coaster where they go to, that was filmed at Six Flags Over Georgia. Used to be the Ninja, now it is Blue Hawk, I believe. So I guess when they were in talks to film it, it was still the Ninja, and that is a rough ride. If you've ever been to Six Flags Over Georgia and you've ridden the Ninja, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm getting whiplash just thinking about riding that ride. But then I guess when they were about to shoot, they approached Six Flags, and I guess they worked out a deal where the film studio would paint it and they redesigned the carts, the ride vehicles, and somehow made it so then the next season they reopened it as a new attraction, the Blue Hawk, even though they didn't change any of the metal framework, I believe. But the carts were smoother. It still was not a enjoyable ride, especially after the third corkscrew. You go under this frame that you kind of loop under this frame, and it is low clearance. And I'm pretty sure if I'm a tall individual, I'm scared for my life because it is pretty. Well, I'm not saying it's maybe inch 6-7 inches, maybe a little long, maybe a little taller, but it does seem pretty close. Anyway, Rabbit Trail. Where was I going with that? Oh, they filmed that Vacation remake reboot in at Six Flags Over Georgia. So when they go into Willy's, was it Willy's Wonderland? Or I'm thinking of the Nick Cage horror classic. I think it was Willy's. Comment down below the vacation, original vacation. That was Willy's Wonderland, right? Is that where they got the idea? Maybe I'm melding the two. Is it a Mandela effect? Then we got a couple Blu-rays. I know I just showed a Blu-ray, but we have John Hamm, and Rosamund Pike. John Hamm is our guy we met on the set of Keeping Up with the Joneses. Our granny was a featured extra. I've told this story, but if you watch the opening of Keeping Up with the Joneses, our granny is the one who is on the rocking chair as the house blows up, and she's in a couple prominent scenes. So if you want to see our granny, go and watch the opening of Keeping Up with the Joneses. But we took a picture with him, could not be nicer of a guy. So ever since then, we, Kidwood family, our Aunt Wanda was super jealous until she went back. They had some pickup shots with our granny. So our Aunt Wanda got to go back and they met John. So, pretty cool, pretty neat story. Hoping this is good. John Hamm, good actor, pretty solid actor. Obviously, Mad Men, Million Dollar Arm, Keeping Up with the Joneses. Those commercials are so funny. And Baby Driver, he was awesome in that, right? He was in, yeah, him and John Berthel, great, and obviously Edgar Wright directing. The Art of Self-Defense, starring Jesse Eisenberg, written and directed by Riley Stearns, never heard of him. Looks interesting enough. When did this come out? Like 2018, 2019, 2019. I remember watching the previews and wanting to see it, and then it kind of just disappeared. I don't remember ever seeing it like at Walmart or anything, and then, you slowly forget about wanting to see it. And then when Josh sent me a picture, I'm like, I want to check that out. So here lately, I get on the new release schedule and kind of jot down movies that I kind of want to check out, and that way I can either let my supplier know if it's something I really want, or I can, go to McKay's or go to thrift shops and be on the lookout for it. But Justice League Cosmic Clash original movie includes Cosmic Boy Lego minifigure. That's fun. I have a couple of these boxed Lego movies with the minifigs. I think the other one has like a cutout where you can see the minifigure. So that's cool. Pretty cool for $1 also. I did have Cosmic Clash with another Lego movie, but since it came with the toy and it is still sealed, I said go ahead and jump on that for $1. Then last, certainly not least, probably the most anticipated movie out of Dollar Tree. I could not believe this was there. And that is In the Heights. When did this come out? 2021? Yeah, 2021. Spot on. Spot on. One of the Spice Girls does that. Comment down below. And she appeared on America's Got Talent. That probably gives it away. But she used to do Spot On. Oh, so the director of Hamilton, who we all know is Lin-Manuel, right? And then it says, and the creator of Hamilton, sorry, and the director of Crazy Rich Asians. Huh. So In the Heights. So all the music from the Hamilton guy, Lin-Manuel. I'm terrible at pronunciation, but this one was probably out of the stack here, this one's probably the coolest find. Some of his songs, can be overhyped, even though Hamilton, a great Broadway show, and I am a big Broadway fan. If they're good Broadway shows, Shrek the Musical, Wicked, Cats, Sweeney Todd, Les Mis, you can go on and on, In the Woods. There's some great Broadway stuff out there. The Aladdin Broadway run, that was pretty neat. And Hamilton, obviously. But some of his stuff, didn't he do songs for Encanto? I believe he did. Most of those are pretty solid. He's done some other stuff, I think, for some other cartoon movies. Maybe not. But I'm hoping this is solid. Looks like a good film. And that was a good find at a Dollar Tree. Could not believe that. For whatever reason, I remember when that came out, and I just passed for whatever reason. I'm like, I'll wait, and then the price will come down. Then it kind of disappeared, after a certain while. Stores don't hold, obviously physical media is kind of dying down, although Disney is releasing more and more physical media now that Disney Plus is not doing nearly as well as they had hoped. So maybe it's like the vinyl records where we kind of get a resurgence of physical media. That would be awesome. I would be all in on some more physical media, because each transition in media, you lose films. Most people don't know that when VHS came along and transitioned to DVD, a bunch of those VHS titles did not transfer over to DVD. Then the transition to DVD to Blu-ray, maybe not as much as VHS to DVD, but still some DVD movies did not transfer to Blu-ray. And then, it gets slimmer and slimmer now that we have 4K. I don't collect for 4K. And, you can argue that it is a great quality picture, but Blu-ray, maybe not as good as 4K, but I can live with Blu-ray quality as far as my movie experience. But you lose movie history along the way unless you collect for those kind of things. Most people I talk to, and most of my friends, don't have a VHS player, and most of them don't have a DVD player. Some have Blu-ray players, but most family and friends, I would say, have gone to network cable or streaming services now, uh, which is a shame because there's so much out there that is not on a streaming service unless you want 18 streaming services to pay each month. And back in the day, people thought cable was expensive. Now that there's all these streaming services and the prices on streaming services go up, it's getting to where it's almost as much as cable used to be, which is insane to think about. And, I'll never be, what's the word they used back in the day? Go wireless or whatever, where you go all in on streaming and digital and have no more physical media. That will not be a road I travel. I dabbled with that early on, but then Flickster, uh, when I had probably 300 movies on Flickster. Was it Flickster? I think so. And then one day I woke up and some of the movies did not transfer when they updated to 4K or something. So then I tried restarting it, and then it just wiped all my movies away in an instant. So I will always be a proponent of physical media, especially when some of the platforms, Disney, censor movies, which, in this day and age, I, have your little intro where you have to explain that some of the stuff may be controversial now, but uh, to lose to lose stuff just like that on platforming, streaming, uh, I can go into my room and watch the unedited, unestranged version of a movie and enjoy it. Like every Thanksgiving, we watch Planes, Trains. I don't even know what streaming service you would get. Would that be Paramount Plus, I guess? So then you would have to get Paramount Plus, you would have to search for it. If it's not on there, it's on Netflix, you know. So, and right now we, we don't even have Disney Plus, which, is blasphemy, I guess, but they are not doing so hot right now as far as shows goes. So that is it for the rambling. 20 plus minutes, pretty sufficient. We talked about, and are you a physical media person? Do you live for collecting physical media? Probably not to the extreme that I collect 14, well, probably closer to 15, 16,000 now titles in the collection. And that doesn't even count, comics, toys, all kind of trading cards, posters. You can go through my playlist and see all my collections. It's insane. But hope you enjoyed this deep dive and kind of derailment into physical media. That was fun. I miss movie stores so much. They're few and far between now, but we make the pilgrimage at least once a year to McKay's, and I hope that if that store closes, I'm gonna be severely depressed because that is a great store, and there are still stores around. You just gotta look harder. Like, subscribe, share with a physical media movie person, comment down below your favorite movie from the stack, and keep collecting.